All right, let's jump on and see if we're going. It's Friday night. Let's see how fast it will go up and how fast people get on. All right, and I totally forgot to change the name of the deal, so I'll have to do that later. I forgot to change the name or the title of tonight. So, whatever. Here we go. Rhonda, hello. How are you? Kentucky. Fired up. Greg is fired up. Love it. Joe in Las Vegas, hello. Desiree, you like that shirt? I figured I'd wear it for you again. First timers, long timers, let me hear about it. Cheryl from Phoenix, love it. Hola, Levon from Phoenix, hola to you as well. No, I totally forgot to change the title on the thing. I'll change it later. Sometimes I forget to do that. Marcy, Johnson City, Tennessee, hello. What's going on, Sue in Buffalo? Omaha, nice. Beautiful, Mike and Beth, welcome. Donna in Texas, nice. Rachel in Queensland, beautiful. Got my contingency from Australia growing. I love it. Bob from Missouri, Texas. Oh, I saw a prayer. Oh, wait, let me do this. I need to go back and handle this. Hold on. Jennifer, please pray for my sister. She's in the hospital with most likely a kidney infection and has gone septic. She's 10 weeks pregnant. Oh, my goodness. Jennifer, our prayers are out to you tonight. Everyone give Jennifer prayers. Excellent. Okay, we wish her thoughts and well. Awesome. Michael J. Price, Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome. Gene Inferno, the Inferno in California. I understand. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Coal City, Illinois. Kevin. Excellent. See, look at that. The Noble Patriots put their prayers into action. I love it. Carrie in Orlando. Hello there, Carrie. Somebody from Nevada. Mojo's Tidbits. XRP. Good news on XRP. I'm not kidding. Everyone's freaking out about XRP because it's a Federal Reserve currency. Guys, you have to work. It's called investing. Okay. Just because you're in it doesn't mean you agree with them, right? Come on. Welcome to investments. At least they're not selling drugs to people right now or in the future. Let's see. Kathy and Jeff in Kentucky, welcome. Hello, Sue. Canton, Ohio. Matt, welcome. Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Debbie, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hello, Celeste. Don't worry. So here, let me, I'll talk about it in a couple seconds. I'll talk about investments in a couple seconds. Esther from New York. Darcy, hello from Dallas, Texas. Dr. Eric Naputi, you're on my radar. Okay, Eric, I am in my office all day tomorrow, most likely in a virtual seminar out of Idaho. Eric Naputi, if you're available tomorrow, Dr. Naputi, if you're available tomorrow, call me. Okay, let's talk tomorrow. I love that dude. All right. So, as we jump in, the first thing I need to handle is XRP. All right? In any investment, including gold and silver. Guys, let me tell you something. Guess what happened? XRP went down. Oh well, welcome to investing. That sometimes happens, okay? Right now, I have XRP. Oh, this is the time to buy. I might have to buy some tonight. XRP is down. I don't know if you can see that. It's too white. The light's killing it. XRP is at 27 cents right now. We're down almost 5% today. Yes, you know what that means? Buy more. That's what that means. Welcome to investing. Sometimes prices go down. Welcome to investing. You're not in it to make money in a week. You're in it to make money long term. Okay? I'm telling you right now, it's down to 27 cents. After this show, I will probably go and buy more because it's a sale right now. I like sales, okay? So if you do not have the money to hold long term, whether it's gold, silver, crypto, investments in general, if you do not have the money to make it go long term in a marathon, do not put money into it, okay? Do not put money into something that you can't afford to let it be out there for a while. That's for anybody, okay? But yes, it's down. That means we're buying more. That's how it works. Okay, excellent. Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network, your source for health, knowledge, and freedom. All right, welcome to the show. It's at 27 point. I have it at 0.2766. It's almost down 5%. That's all right, because guess what? It has no way to go but up after that. All right. If it goes down a little bit, it's literally going to skyrocket at some point. Okay. So there we go. There is no link to XRP. You can go type in XRP Ripple and learn about it from the website. The link is you have to go to an exchange like a Coinbase or a Bittrex and places like that. And you have to buy it. It's on an exchange just like the stock market, okay? Good. There you go. My first little treat for you tonight is it is time. It is time to wake up the sheep. So if you have any sheep in your life right now, all right, this is what they're going to sound like. That's so horrible. It's such a horrible noise. That's what sheep sound like. That's what your family might sound like. That's what your friends might sound like. That's what Karens might sound like. It's such a horrible sounding noise. Okay, but that is what they sound like, and that's what they look like. I apologize if I scared you because it catches your attention, but it's hilarious. Okay, now I was told, so actually I saw this, but then some other people posted it today, and if you didn't know, the star, okay, the star in the D on the Democratic National Convention, the DNC, the star, yes, it is a Baphomet pentagram, essentially. That's what it is, okay? It's just going sideways. But don't freak out, because guess what? Both the Republican stars and the Democratic stars are both that. Welcome to the two-party show where they win, they're in their big elite club, and they screw over the population, okay? Remember, we're supporting the president not because he's a Republican. The president just is taking the Republican side because that's what got him in, right? But the president isn't... You do realize, by the way, that President Trump has a lot of liberal social policies that he's involved with, right? Like, you know, he's for gay marriage, I think. Last time I heard he was. Like, you understand, our goal in America is not to have a Republican or a Democrat, right? Our goal is to have someone in office who just cares and has quality policies and follows the Constitution, right? The Constitution for the United States of America. I don't want a Republican or a Democrat. I don't even want the two-party system going forward. So, yes, the pentagram, Baphomet, well, I'll show you here in a second, is both the Republican and the Democrat stars. When you look at the donkey and the elephant, their stars are pentagrams. That's what the star is. That's what the Israel thing is. Okay? Now, let me show you this. Here you go. Let me go a little deeper with this, okay? Now, do you see? Okay, this might be, it's going to be a little hard to see, but it is what it is, okay? I mean, I can't make it any bigger on this because it's already pretty jacked up, all right? So, there you go. You have the Baphomet star right here. right, in the right middle side. Above, Barack Obama signs his name with the reptilian O. I don't know if you've seen that before or not. He is the same as Anaton. There's even possibilities he's actually like a test tube baby. And then this was his presidential picture in front of the leaves. And someone actually broke this down. Red Pill Bina broke this down. There's actually a serpent behind him. And then you look even deeper on the handle of his chair, on the inside of the handle, it's actually a hidden Baphomet. How crazy is that, right? A hidden Baphomet. 2 horns, or it's a goat with 2 horns pointing up, 2 ears turned down, and the mouth pointing down. So yes, the Democrat upside down, that's how it was done, okay? That's what it means. Yes, it does. Welcome to their crazy show. That's what they do, right? Now, it is possible that they might try to actually get President Obama in for the 3rd term right here. Washington Post reported suggests Democrats want to repeal the 22nd Amendment and run Obama for a 3rd term. How do you feel about that? Get rid of that. Okay. So, Washington Post national political reporter is suggesting that following former presidential Obama's speech at the week's Democratic National Convention, the Democrats are mulling the repeal of the 22nd Amendment and bringing Obama back in for a 3rd term that ratified in 1951, and it limits eligibility for American citizens to just 2 elected presidential terms. They want their guy back in. There is no doubt about that. Now, I do not know for sure who is, if they're at Gitmo. Keep in mind, I love following all the stories. I love following the stories that they're already dead, they're already gone, they're at Gitmo, they're being detained. Trust me, I would not want anything more than that. But guess what? And there's a lot of people on Twitter that talk about that. However, I still live in real world, just like you. I still have bills to pay, I have a life to live out, etc. And so we can hear people talk all the time about ideas, and I like listening to them, but I also have to be real. And right now, I don't know that he's in Gitmo or that he's dead or anything like that. All I know is there's a guy on television who's looking like him, whether it's CGI, clone, or it's him. Whatever it is, it needs to be handled, and it's very possible, right, that they're all still very much alive and battling in this war against the Patriots. So take that into consideration, okay? Don't just jump with everything. And yes, I love conspiracy theories, but I'm also very much a realist as well, okay? Now, let's dive into some presidential stuff. Did anyone see the president's speech today in Virginia? It was actually a really good speech. I'm only going to show you a couple clips of it, but let me go to the first one. He beat up on Biden quite a bit. So let's go to this.
Work in Pennsylvania. I was in Pennsylvania yesterday, a place that he said he was born in, which is true, but he left when he was like 9 years old. So he left a long time ago. He left 7 decades ago. And he still calls it his home. And his real home is a place he never leaves anymore. He just never leaves the outskirts of that state. You think you'd go a little bit, it's not that far. Never leaves. We'll figure it out pretty soon, I think.
So, can I tell you something that I actually really, really appreciate about the president? What I really appreciate about the president is, and I was telling somebody, a friend of this today on via message, is if all this is really going down behind the scenes like we presume that it is, How amazing is it to have a president who stands up there? He's always calm. He's always relaxed. He never acts like anything is wrong. He never reacts to any comment or question or anything that's thrown at him that is off, that is anything like that. He literally just this is what will probably fully get him elected, because I am really leaning, if we have an election, I am really leaning towards a absolute crushing historical landslide of an election. The confidence that he exudes is, honestly, while everyone else is out there saying that he's a narcissist and he's a jerk and he's this and he's that and he's selfish and everything else, which we know is not true, you actually should have your children watching his speeches and watching how he carries himself. You know, we have a lot of adults today who went through the public school system, right? They came out the other side, slaves. They came out the other side, and confidence is low, willingness is low. They're not afraid to speak out. They go according to authority. Whatever the government says, they do it, right? I mean, let's be honest. This is the baby boomer generation. I mean, and nothing against them, but they got sold into a lot of stuff, right? And now you have a president that comes in who is not a full-blown criminal. He's had his problems. He's made some mistakes, but he's not like a full-blown criminal. And he carries himself with such confidence. Your children should really learn how to carry themselves with that kind of confidence. If you get your children with that kind of confidence growing up, by the time they're the adult, they don't have a lot of barriers that they allow to get in their way. They just kind of go through things. They handle stuff, right? Like, I'm not saying you should never have to ask for permission, but if you're a good person, right? If you're a good individual, then you should not be having to ask for authority all the time. Just do what you do in life. Carry yourself in life how you want to, ethically and morally, of course, right? Carry yourself big. There's not a lot of words I can come up with for it, but carry yourself as a leader, all right? Now, let me go to the next clip.
But over the last week, the Democrats held the darkest and angriest and gloomiest convention in American history. They spent 4 straight days attacking America as racist and a horrible country that must be redeemed. Joe Biden grimly declared a season of American darkness. And yet, look at what we've accomplished. Until the plague came in, look at what we've accomplished. And now we're doing it again.
So, he carries himself with complete and utter confidence, knowing full well what he wants to do with himself. All right? Now, I don't have all the clips of that, and I'm going to fully watch it all again. I didn't watch the whole thing. I caught parts of it. He talks about education today as well. He talks about educating our children the right way. He talked about a real education system where we're taught our patriotic history. I mean, he literally wants to create America. I mean, if he is not on our side and he turns, the greatest sales job ever, because right now he is doing every single thing he said he was going to do. And I'm not trumping for him, no pun intended, or stumping for him, I should say. I'm not stumping for him. He is carrying out everything he said he wanted to get done. And all the promises he's saying is we're actually going towards those promises. Right? So we are going towards the America we should have been a long time, but we had it stolen away from us by corrupt politicians that literally sold us to China. Not even to China, to the deep state cabal communists that took over China as well. All right? Now, I'm going to show you the next one. Here you go. Let me bring this one up here. Now, I did not know that happened today, but he, while doing all this stuff, essentially went to lay his brother to rest. Now, it's been a week, roughly. I don't know if his brother died officially. I don't know if he was used as a pawn in the game. I don't know if they killed him off. I don't know if he just died from a problem. I don't know. All I will tell you is, again, I always question official stories on what possibly really did occur, and I do not fully know. I will tell you that, and that was his brother. Okay, I will tell you that they want President Trump gone. They want him really gone. As a matter of fact, they wanted him really gone after he supposedly would not give in to the globalists at Davos. So, let me take you to the little chat, the brief comments by George Soros after Davos.
I consider the Trump administration a danger to the world, but I regard it as a purely temporary phenomenon that will disappear in 2020 or even sooner.
That is what we're dealing with. They do not like him. They do not want him. They will do everything in their power to get rid of him, including natural disasters, hurricanes, fires that were probably created by direct energy weapons, which we'll go into a different night. You name it. Crazy, insane storms that roll through Iowa that are seen from space radar, but no one knows where they came from and have never been seen before. That destroyed mills, destroyed silos, destroyed food supply. Now, some people say, well, it was bad food because it's corn and corn is bad for us. I totally get it. I agree. Our cattle shouldn't be eating corn, neither we should be the genetically modified stuff. However, guess what? You can't flip that system you can't flip that system over overnight. Right? Because that's what our country has been built on, is that type of food system. So, until we can flip it back to a more regenerative farming lifestyle, guess what, folks? That's what helps feed our population right now. If that goes away and they destroy a food supply in the next 3 months or so, we have a massive problem in America. And remember, I told you that stuff was coming. Yes, I do believe they will cause massive problems And I do believe they will cause possibly things like food supply shortages, and they will cause havoc in America. I'm just hoping that it's lessened. I'm hoping that everyone's prepared to go through all of this and handle it for them and their families. That's why I have told you to be prepared at all costs. Okay? Good. I'm plugging through this information pretty fast tonight, so we might have more time tonight for questions because it is Friday night and I don't have anywhere to be right in the morning. So get your questions ready, okay? Okay. Now I want to take you through some interesting stuff here. Q, all right? Now, no, Q did not drop more information, all right? This was yesterday. Panic in DC. And then this one is called fifth column, okay? This is called fifth column. What does fifth column mean? Well, let me show you what fifth column means. All right, this is what fifth column means. I'm going to take you through this a little bit, all right? Number one, Edmund Burke in the 1700s described political power as estates or columns. Number one, clergy. Number two, nobility. Number three, common people. Number four, column equals a free and fair press. Trump is standing in position 4. It shows he's defeated the fake news media, column 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's defeating the press. This is more of how you study, guys. This is how you research things. All right, now I scroll down here. Number 2 and column 5. Look what column 5 is. Column 5 is actually over here. That's come to be known as a spy or traitor who's sold out to an enemy nation or power and undermining one's host country from within. Who's in the column 5 position in this photo? The fifth column traitor is an evergreen holly bush. Evergreen. Fifth column. A fifth column is any group of people who undermine a larger group from within, usually in favor of an enemy group or nation. The activities of a fifth column can be overt or clandestine. Forces gathered in secret can mobilize openly to assist an external attack. Hillary Clinton, evergreen. The First Lady's name could be considered a foreshadowing of her political career that would grow to include a presidential nomination. Clinton's code name used during the 2016 presidential election was the same security code name that she had during her time in the White House. Okay. Evergreen shout out also tweeted out by Flotus. Okay. So if I go here, rest in peace, Evergreen. She sorely will be missed. Look at this. So this goes into it deeper. All right. Look at this. What she's doing. She's digging. And pagan roots. Like I'll try to actually put this link up. It's quite fascinating. Okay. Quite fascinating. Really very fascinating. Okay. And you literally have to expand this, and I can't. Let me see if I can get it bigger for you by any chance. No, it's not letting me. I can't get the picture bigger. The picture is the way it is. I will try to post it for you guys. Let me see if I can try to read it and get closer here. So, let's see. Pagan roots. Evergreen will be sorely missed. There's a tweet here from Donald Trump says that I think that crooked Hillary Clinton should enter the race to try and steal it away from uber-left Elizabeth Warren. Only one condition. The crooked one must explain all of her high crimes and misdemeanors, including how and why she deleted 32,000 emails after getting C subpoena, which points to an Apple laptop. And then down below is the shovel. And then it says, crooked Hillary confirms she will not run in 2020, rules out a third bid for White House. Aw, shucks. Does that mean I won't get to run against her again? She will be sorely missed. So that all leads together. I will try to download that for you guys and send it over just so you can see. But it's actually very, very fascinating. This is how the Anons go looking for their stuff. And it's actually really, really fascinating. Now, on top of that, the president also spoke at the CIA. You can look that up. And he also said that he would get rid of like the extra column or the fifth column. He said the column. I don't think he said fifth. And when he said get rid of the column, the CIA audience went crazy for him. They like went nuts. Like applaud. The CIA wants these people out. All right. So I will do my best to post that. Okay. Now, let me dive into Rick Grinnell. Does everyone who know who Rick Grinnell is? Okay. National security official. So he is the head. And he had a couple talking points regarding Democratic National Convention. Now, I really like Rick Grinnell. I think he's a great guy. And they're going to talk about not only what was said by the DNC and how it pertains to government, but also at the end, there's a question asked about him being gay, because he's the first openly gay individual to operate a high office like he is. And he gives some amazing kudos to President Trump on how President Trump is a very kind individual and has never had any problems with anybody in there, no matter what their background, diversity, religion, sexual connotation, anything, right? So watch this. I think it's very fascinating.
Yeah, look, this is nothing new. They all attacked candidate Donald Trump. Many of those people made it clear that they were endorsing Hillary Clinton. Some of them emailed me to say that they were not going to be supporting candidate Donald Trump back then. Look, their argument is the same. They don't like Donald Trump saying that he's not going to start any new wars and he's going to bring our troops home. Many of these same individuals freaked out when we decided that we would move the U.S. troop level in Germany from 34,000 to 25,000. It's crazy to think that 25,000 troops in Germany is not enough. And so the question has to be asked, at what point are these individuals going to be able to say that something new and different needs to happen? We've had foreign policy failures. I find it quite ironic, Martha, that this group endorses Joe Biden on the 7th anniversary of the biggest failure of Joe Biden's career, when in Syria, Bashar al-Assad gassed children after the Obama-Biden team said that they would do something about it. We saw this gassing of children, a genocide by all accounts, and nothing was done. So I find it really troubling that this group, which really pushes War Inc. in so many ways, wants to somehow say that the return of Joe Biden and the return to the status quo is going to be better. It's really troubling to many Americans. We no longer have a problem of Republican versus Democrat. We have a problem of Washington versus the rest of the United States.
It's an interesting way to put it. I mean, we all remember President Obama talking about the red line that would be drawn if they started moving chemical weapons around or using them in any way, and then that red line went unanswered. Which is, you know, a very significant moment in that administration. Here's John Kerry the other night at the DNC. Watch this.
Okay, so let me take this video, which is down here. This is the second half.
Here's John Kerry the other night at the DNC. Watch this.
For the 8 years of the Obama-Biden administration, we led by example. We eliminated the threat of an Iran with a nuclear weapon. We built a 68-nation coalition to destroy ISIS. We forged a 195-nation agreement to attack climate change. Donald Trump inherited a growing economy and a more peaceful world. And like everything else he inherited, he bankrupted it.
Your response?
I mean, look, he's been panned for that. It's a rewriting of history. He's played footsie with the Iranian regime. We're trying to ensure that Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. And what John Kerry and Joe Biden did is literally take $1.5 billion of cash in the dead of night and put it on pallets and gave it to this homophobic regime that supports terrorism. This is outrageous. We're not going to be lectured to by John Kerry, who had a front row seat to a genocide in Syria and sat in his chair the entire time. I mean, don't forget, during this red line in Syria, the decision not to go in and help children who were being gassed, Barack Obama told us that the last person out of his office before he made that decision was Joe Biden.
Before I let you go, you have said that President Trump is the most pro-gay president in history, and I expect that we may hear more about that this week. A final thought on that before I let you go, Rick.
Barack Obama and Joe Biden twice
ran
for president against the gay marriage. President Trump entered office for gay marriage. He's been fantastic. He tries to make these issues a non-issue. We don't want this to be a partisan issue. We want to move on from this. The other side tries to make it as partisan as possible. So I'm really proud to work for this president because he really is the president who thinks of people as people and doesn't put them in boxes.
Okay, so I want to make a point. I actually really, really like Rick Grenell for a couple reasons. First of all, he just works. Now, you don't hear him talking about like promoting his lifestyle, promoting himself, what he does, like who he's married to, anything like that. He is actually focused solely on the country. How do we make it better? What do we do? The actual facts, right? On top of that, she even tried to bait him into like, oh, what's he like? What's he like? Right? And he actually did something so great. Instead of getting on a pedestal and talking about we need to do this for gay marriage, we need to do that for gay marriage, right? Because from a conservative standpoint, some people are going to love that, some people are not going to love that. And he literally said, we want to make this a non-issue. We want to just make it about Americans. And like, let me tell you, amen. Can we turn America into let's stop talking about labels and actually just start talking about the goodness of people. And so Rick Grenell, had every single opportunity right there to get on a pedestal and talk about his lifestyle, and yet he chose to do what basically every married couple does, is leave it in your own home. Let's talk about the task at hand, which is making America great again, as is their slogan, and how we actually move forward. Like he's so good. I appreciate his classiness. I appreciate his professionalism, and I think he's doing an amazing job in his position. But you know what? He literally cared nothing about any of the topics other than how can we put America first and just treat all people the same with love and kindness. Like, that's patriotism. So amazing stuff. Now, I have a few more things to show you. The first thing I'd like to show you is if you're in New York out there, if you're in New York, I'm sorry that I'm going to show you this because it's going to probably make you more angry than you already are. But I think it's important because the state of New York is being very poorly run. Let me show you a little statistic. Look at this. So, Sweden, who had 0 lockdowns, all right, 0 lockdowns. Sweden had no big spike, and then it just evenly ran right out. New York State skyrocketed, and not only that, but post-pandemic, New York State only has 13.4% antibodies. Sweden has almost 15%. So Sweden actually won. Like, Sweden way ahead of the curve, right? Down below, there's a link there. Maybe I'll post that later if I if I can find it. But this is amazing. It shows you exactly the statistics, and that shows you that when you have a situation like we had, if there is a situation, you, one, don't lock down. You allow people to go out, and you allow natural immunity to kick in. That's how health works. That's how immune systems work. That's how pathogens work. So, well done, Sweden, for doing what they did. Now, I also found this today, that a law firm filed a lawsuit against Merck. Let me show you this. How about this? So, Gardasil lawsuit filed today. I can expand this. Julia Belasco, plaintiff versus Merck and Company Incorporated, New Jersey Corporation, and Merck Sharp and Dome Corporation for negligence, strict liability or failure to warn, strict liability, manufacturing defect, breach of warranty, common law fraud, and violation of Rhode Island's Deceptive Trade Practices Act. Pretty impressive. I scroll down, there's a little bit more. Gardasil failure, increase of non-vaccine human papillomavirus types in a group of HPV vaccinated Mexican women. Evidence of pathogenic strain replacement. So here's the large view. All right. Not going to go through all that, but you can also, there's also links here. You can click on the link, that jumps up to something else as well. This goes actually to the law firm. This actually goes to it. So you can actually scroll through that if you wanted to. It's all there. All right. And then down here, you can bring this up, which I'm assuming is the study. Yes, this is the study. So there's the actual study. So if anyone out there is battling you on this, then just show them studies, okay? So we'll put this all in there. How does that sound? Craziness. Absolutely craziness. Now, I'm going to show you some random sites right now, or some random Twitter feeds that I think you should look at before we finish off, and then I'll take questions. But I'm going to show you these. Okay, so this is Too Tall RN. She's phenomenal. I'm going to show you one of her posts, and then I'm going to show you her feed, because I think you should definitely follow her. So here we go. Okay. Sirius, the red giant star. Betelgeuse. Matthew 24 says the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the skies to warn people to be ready for rapture and the second coming of Jesus. Jesus stood among 7 stars in Revelations to warn the 7 churches and mankind. Now, some people are not going to agree or like her because she's using astrology, which I think is phenomenal. But if you come down here, she's so smart, right? She's so brilliant. Seek him that maketh the 7 stars in Orion, and turneth the shadow of death into the morning, and maketh the day and dark with night, that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. Amos 5:8. Orion, often referred to as the Hunter, is a prominent constellation, perhaps the best known in the sky. Its brilliant stars are found on celestial equator and are visible throughout the world, making it universally recognized. All right. There's other stuff here. She goes through the different star systems. And then she goes through Orion. The brilliant symbol for Christ is a conquering king. Some people are not going to like it. I know. I get it. Okay. She shows some amazing graphics. And as I go down here, she goes through more. Betelgeuse is a massive star that is red in color because it is nearing the end of its lifespan. The bright red color symbolizes a blood sacrifice of Yeshua for us. The right shoulder signifies strength or triumph. In Orion, the right shoulder and hand signify the coming branch. Okay? It is the Lord who created the stars, the Pleiades, and Orion. He turns darkness into morning and day into night. He draws water from the oceans and pours it down as rain on the land. Jesus in the last days is Orion constellation star. Betelgeuse is the brightest star in constellation Orion, called Alpha Orionis. God, the Alpha and Omega, uses symbols, signs, and wonders seen in Jesus Christ. So I just want you to check people like this out, because even if you don't necessarily agree, you can look through it and understand what she's talking about, okay? Which is very fascinating. The red giant star Betelgeuse, seen in pictures or graphic images on the right shoulder of a male figure, represents the messianic constellation Orion. Yeshua, or Messiah, is the Prince of Princes who conquered death and Satan. So here you go. Check this out. Many ancient people had a special idea about the Orion constellation. They believed it was the hunter with the bow. His left foot was elevated to crush the head of the snake. Gives you a different viewpoint on this, which I find completely fascinating, okay? And I saw and behold a white horse. Remember Bill Cooper, Behold a Pale Horse? And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Revelation 6:2. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. She does her homework. All right, down here, Revelation 19:15-20, a sword coming out of his mouth, a sharp sword with which to strike down the nations. He will rule them with an iron scepter, and he treads the winepress of fury of wrath of God Almighty. On his robe, his thigh, this name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, she truly believes, which I am starting to understand, that Trump is King David reincarnate, okay? Jesus the Reaper, bridegroom, King of Kings, with sickle in hand, gospel truth unfolding, word of God and world coming to reap harvest with sickle, to thrash winepress of blood. He that sits on the cloud will thrust his sickle on earth, and the earth is reaped. So, there you go. I just find her very fascinating. Now, Jesus' story of wheat and tares about end-time harvest of believers, as wheat and unbelievers are as tares will happen. It is exposition of revelation of Jesus as a good encouragement to believers to stay focused in God and Christ, but warns the tares of wrath of God and Jesus. So, let me do these pictures. Okay, so there's Melania wearing her dresses. Okay, her skirts. There you go. Wheat and tares, if I'm saying that correctly. They look identical. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked ones. God's master plan of salvation is through Jesus Christ. God so loves the world, he gave his only begotten Son, Jesus, to save sinners. Christ is the Savior, warrior coming to judge by works and to slay the wicked one on that day, soon is associated with left shoulder denoting sorrow. Jesus in Orion. She is so freaking smart. The numbers 3 and 4 together represent 3 plus 4 equals 7, which is the number of Jesus. The Godhead 3 made terms to send Jesus to die at the cross, plus for mankind 4. This is the plan of salvation. 7 in symbolic form using numbers. This will be explained in more detail later. She's so good. Jesus said, as it was in the days of Noah and flood, in days of Sodom and Gomorrah, so his coming saves some, but will destroy wicked who reject God in Jesus' name. Betelgeuse, Orion the brilliant, symbol for Christ as conqueror king. Orion's belt, the 3 crosses on Golgotha, and Rigel, I think I'm pronouncing that right, the foot that crushes. It's all been written. This is the pyramids in Egypt. This is where it all comes from, okay? So, this is Too Tall RN. I'm going to take you now to her page. This is her actual Twitter feed, okay? So if you want to, go check it out. She's so smart. I mean, Ridiculous. She also talks about ETs, UFOs. Like, she has got it down. I find her absolutely fascinating. Okay, absolutely fascinating. All right, this is all absolutely biblical. She also goes through gematria. Okay, so for example, this was a pinned tweet. This was a pinned tweet at the top. So, welcome, Barack and Crooked Hillary. See you on the field of battle. I don't remember when that was. In gematria. Okay, so she pulled out all the letters, and it comes out to events begin. The real King David. That's what she put. That's what she makes it out. Okay, yes. This is called, her name is Too Tall RN. Her actual Twitter handle is at veterans always _. Okay, so go check that out. Now, she has other ones in here too. All right, I mean, she has, I don't even, let's watch this video. We have time. Let's watch this video. If you guys are good, let's watch it. Okay, it's a YouTube, so I can bring it up. I do not know what this looks like, and it's not going to work now, so whatever. You can go look at it on your own. She did this one 24 minutes ago. Let me see if I can, hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something for you here. Sometimes if I do this and I restart it, it'll work. Let's see. Yes, if you don't know how the stars work, I'm Native American as well, and it is in, they looked at the stars all the time, and they were very, very smart. So let's see if I can get this to play. Whatever, I don't even know what this one is. I'm seeing it for this first time, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. I don't know what it is. Oh, they're going deep about that. This is supposed to be a No Patriots After Dark. This is not supposed to be on the main show. My goodness. Well, that was interesting. I had never, I did not know what that one was. So you got some interesting stuff there. Let me go back and check another one. Hold on a second. Oh, that one's not gonna work. Hold on. I gotta go find it now. Oh, Jason Q is dropping information. I'll have to go check out what that is in a second. So anyway, this is all her information. She is tremendous at what she does, whether you like it or not, does not matter. It's fascinating. But she, let me see if I can try to get this. Yes, I know I have too many tabs open. It happens all the time. Let me see if I can get it for you. I have way too many tabs open in the background, but whatever. It's fun. You guys are still with me? All right. If you have any questions, start dropping the questions in, and let me see if I can answer some of them for you. And I'll do my best while we're doing this. I'll do questions until we're done with the show. I'm going to do this last video, and after my Twitter decides to work, my computer's slowing down because I have so much stuff.
Washington flourished, politicians prospered, the establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. That all changes starting right here and right now. From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. It's going to be only America first, by Americans and hire America. No challenge can match the heart and fight and spirit of America. We will not fail. Our country will thrive and prosper again. We will reinforce old alliances and form new ones and unite the civilized world against radical Islamic terrorism, which we will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. We will be protected by the great men and women of our military and law enforcement. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. We will bring back our wealth. And we will bring back our dreams. We will face challenges. We will confront hardships. But we will get the job done. Together, we will determine the course of America and the world for many, many years to come. This moment is your moment. It belongs to you.
So that's cool. All right. Who has questions? I'd love to answer some questions for you. Have I seen Shadowgate? Yes, I did. I was okay with it. I think a lot of it's staged and set up, but it is what it is. Okay. We're allowed to be slaughtered by the Vatican because our knowledge of the star nations. Yes, the Vatican is holding a lot of stuff away from us. Do I think aliens built the pyramids? Yes, I do. I do. I do not think we built pyramids. I think we might have helped them, but it was ETs. Let's see. Is Q an extraterrestrial? It's very possible. Will there be QAnon false flags? They will try to pin something on QAnon, of course. Yes, absolutely. I personally do therapies for autism. Yes, we do. Yes, there you go. What's the contact email about the kids' vitamins? There should be one on. You should have received the email that you got. Should have had one in there. If not, I'll double check it. Okay. My buddy and I think Alex Jones is just in it for the money, and that he may be Mossad, he may not be Mossad. The genetically modified mosquitoes released. I don't know if they're released yet. It was approved. Let's see. Do I think the Bible has been messed with? I don't think. I know it has been. It absolutely 100% has been. I mean, the Vatican changed the Bible. We know that. A lot of people have. Is Angela Merkel Hitler's daughter? From what I understand, yes. Where is the video of you and my brother? Mimi. Do me a favor. I will actually download them this weekend, and I will send them over to you personally. Is that okay? Let me know. That would be Billy DeMoss, Dr. Billy DeMoss. Let's see, Coinbase.com, yes. What the Save the Children rallies, I think, are going to be a little infiltrated by Antifa or other people. Should you be prepping? Yes, you should be prepping. Absolutely. Is Barbara Bush's father Aleister Crowley? I don't know for sure. I've heard that. You're very welcome, Alicia. You're very welcome. I don't know who proved the mosquitoes. I didn't look into it very deep. I do know of Pete Evans. I have a couple contacts that could reach out to him, but I have not been in contact with him. How did the Vatican change the Bible? They altered it. I don't know how they physically changed it, but I know it was altered. It's been altered by many people over the Bible you have in your hands is not the original Bible, folks. It's been deleted, changed. I mean, even theologians know it's been changed and altered. I mean, I was watching a Bible. I randomly went and typed in who wrote the Bible just because I was curious what they came up with. And there was a 5-minute video I watched where they literally, the first 2 minutes was a pastor saying, it's been changed, it's been altered. So we know that. 14 books, Keith. Okay, they removed 14 books. I don't know the number, but that sounds close. Are Nasera and Jacera real? Probably. It looks like it, yeah. I'm going to have Charlie Ward on this Wednesday night. So here you go, guys. Here's the lineup. Monday afternoon, noon. Monday at 12 o'clock noon, David Icke will be on the show. Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern time in the evening, Charlie Ward will be on the show. So get ready for all of that, okay? What healthy foods do you recommend to stock up on? Meats, vegetables, butter, oils, etc. If you like some snacks, find different nuts, find different healthy crackers, things like that. Anything that keeps you full so you're not just like eating all the time. Okay. Let's see. Why can't you buy XRP in some states? I do not know. Haven't looked into it. Yes, David Icke will be on Monday at 12 noon. Let's see. Charlie Ward is at 9:30 Eastern time, PM, during regular show hours on Wednesday. Yes, I'm sorry. Many of you forgot or didn't know. David Icke will be on the show on Monday. He might be controlled opposition. Guys, let me give you a hint when it comes to interviews. I don't necessarily personally care if anyone thinks they're controlled opposition, they're good, they're bad, or not. Everyone has a viewpoint. Even if David Icke is controlled opposition or he's a bad guy, guess what? A lot of his knowledge is dead on true. So there's no reason not to learn from him, okay? Kristen GC. Whatever Kristen GC just said. Look at that. Because she's awesome. She's in Ann Arbor. By the way, Kristen GC, I've said this before. Kristen is Ann Arbor, Michigan, and she is a very, very talented healer as well. Let's see. I don't have to give everyone an opportunity to speak, Rebecca, but yes, I do give people opportunities to speak. Yes, I believe that he has valuable information that can help people, and so it's good, okay? And he's been pushing a lot of truth. David Icke has helped me go down the rabbit hole. So even if he's controlled opposition, I've learned from him, okay? What water filter would I recommend? That's a tough one right now. Ideal Earth water. I'm going to have the guy on soon. I have to reach out to him again, and I'll have him on. He is my best water guy for actual drinking water, okay? Let's see. Power grid failure likely based. Yeah, I think there's going to be a power problem at some point, or at least an internet problem, social media problem, okay? Berkey is a great filter, yes. Berkey is a good filter. Yeah, so when I talk to David Icke, I am not going down the road of President Trump, okay? The reason why? Because he and I don't agree on that, all right? So, but I can still get valuable information from David Icke for you guys, okay? Let's see. Recommended a holistic dentist during one of my shows. Dr. Judine Benoit. I think that's who you're talking about. I hope. Okay, but you found one. Good. I'm glad you found one. Let's see. I don't know anything about Dr. Daniel's Gun Spirits. I don't know that one. Can I get Stephen Greer on? I probably could. I'm careful with Dr. Greer. I don't know which side he's working for. That's all I'll say. I have no evidence necessarily. I've just heard things, okay? Let's see. Kanye, yeah, whatever. I'm not really... Kanye's Kanye, okay? Let's see here. Holistic doctors in Illinois. Depends on what you need, Danielle. If it's nutritional work, I can work with you, okay? Not a problem. What are my thoughts on dinar revaluation? Good question. It's possible. I have one person who's a friend of mine who is banking on that. but I don't know for sure. Wouldn't it be cool if we went back to our original currencies? That would be neat, especially for Iraq as well. Maybe they do. If so, you have a lot of rich people because a lot of people bought it pennies on the dollar. I did not see the Qantas plane. No. Let's see. Would love some info, please, and thank you, Lisa. Jan, what would you like some info on? Spinal stenosis. Get to see a chiropractor, Melissa. I am coughing less. I also took a little bit of a nap today, too. When I get tired, it starts coming back worse. But I am also on new protocols. And I will tell you that the cough is becoming more productive and stuff is coming up. Not to gross you guys out. But it is coming up. And my lovely, wonderful, beautiful wife helps fix it. So there you go. We practice what we preach. Okay. Let's see. Charlie Ward Zim and 1-800 numbers. Okay, I'll ask him. I don't know what that means. I'll look into it. Okay, a couple more. Let's see. Freeze-dried foods are good. Oh yeah, I'll have to ask her. I don't know. I didn't hear her talk about freeze-dried foods, so I'll have to ask her. I'll let her know you want to know. Let's see. Maybe I'll watch Plandemic or the second Plandemic this weekend. I haven't had time, honestly. Do MRIs have long-term effects? They could, yeah, but you can also get radiation out of the body, so don't panic. Bentonite clay has been radiated. It's very hard to get bentonite clay that's clean. It's been tainted. Optic neuritis and reduced vision. Yes, I've helped with that. Yes, Victoria, Australia, hang in there the best you can. You're very welcome, Jan. Thank you. Why is there a coin shortage? Most likely there's a coin shortage because they're going to change over the financial system. That'd be my guess. No, Kristen. So it's so funny. So Kristen GC is a holistic practitioner who's a good friend of mine. She's on this feed right now. I am actually I was supposed to be in a seminar today, but I was busy all day working. So I'm actually going to be at the office tomorrow doing a virtual seminar out of Boise, Idaho. And I'm going to re-watch all the other stuff. This is the beautiful thing. This is the beautiful thing about natural healthcare physicians. Myself, my wife, and all of our practitioners will be at our office tomorrow with a computer and a television going, watching a virtual seminar out of Idaho that started today. I didn't get to see today, but I'll watch it at some point. And we're literally learning more and more and more and more constantly. So this is a weekend of work for us. We are diving deep. We are going deeper into the information. Yeah, please private message me, Christian. Thank you. But more on parasites, more on deeper cellular cleansing and healing. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you this again. People like myself, our office, Kristen, her office up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and offices like ours. And I will tell you, not everyone does this. And I'm going to brag for a little bit here. All right. When you deal with offices like ours, there are only probably 5 offices or less. And this is no disrespect to any of my colleagues out there, right? Probably 5 offices or less that are dealing with the issues that we're dealing with in patients and have access to the product and the testing that we have access to. And so we are diving deeper and deeper and deeper. I mean, I talked about Kristen up in Ann Arbor with Dr. Darren Schmidt. I've talked about him before. They are a phenomenal practice. They are one of the big ones. We're one of the big ones. I talk about my friends out of Ohio, the St. John family, both doctors that do this. They're one of the big ones. Again, probably 5 or less in the world, not in the country, in the world that is working at the level that we're working with from a healthcare standpoint. We are handling deficiencies and we were handling toxicities and parasitic levels that no one else is going to handle. All right. So I'm just letting you know that when you want to know how to get better, I'm telling you, reach out to offices like ours and theirs, because that is how you're going to get better. Okay. There's a reason why we're busy offices and bigger offices. There's a reason why I have anywhere from a 3 or 4 to 6 week waiting list practice. Not just because I'm dynamic personality. It's because we accomplish tasks. We get things done. We fix people. That is why. So this is one of the reasons I am so excited. So excited. All right. About everything that we do, and so excited about healthcare in the future. I'm telling you right now, we have defeated the healthcare system. We have defeated dis-ease because we know how the body works, and we know how to root out the toxins, and we know how to find the toxins. So, little rant there, but we know what we're doing. And I'm excited for myself and all those colleagues out there who are learning this stuff and diving deeper all the time, because that's the forefront of healthcare. Okay, a couple more questions. The St. John's are actually in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. I don't know how close that is to Toledo. I have not looked. Okay, but I can put you in touch with them if necessary. L. Stevens on YouTube. I looked at my emails. I didn't see it. Maybe I'll have to look at my junk email. Whatever question you're looking for, I don't know. Okay. All right. Are essential oils beneficial? Yeah, they're beneficial. Do I think they fix everything? Not necessarily. But I think they're very, very helpful. I think you have to rebuild the body from inside. Okay. Good. Let's see. Okay, a couple more questions because they're flying through fast, and I'm going to do my best to look at them tonight because I'll be up a little bit because I took a nap and now I'm awake. Let's see. Dr. Randy Tent is a good friend of mine as well. He is one of the top offices, I will tell you that, and I'm going to have him on very soon. His and my schedule, we get so busy that it's hard for us to find a good time, but he is on my radar, and if you ever need anything from him or me, we message each other back and forth too, so let me know, okay? Good. L, if you're there's a woman on here named L something on YouTube that is looking to help me. I want you to personally message me, because if you're not getting through, we are checking all of our lines and I have not seen it for some reason. So message me personally on Facebook or something along those lines, and I will get to it, or drop a comment on this YouTube video and I will get to you, because I'm looking over this stuff this week, because tomorrow I'm watching a virtual seminar, so that means I'm also going to be typing and looking at stuff, okay, because I can do 2 things at once. All right, good. Excellent. All right, guys. I am going to shut it down because my voice is copper versus gold and silver. Copper is a good investment too, but nothing's better than gold and silver. I mean, it is what it is, all right? Awesome. L. Stevens, you are on YouTube right now based on the little logo in your avatar. L. Stevens, drop me a message on my YouTube video right now, the comment section, and I will go right after this and I will look for you and I will message you. How does that sound? Okay, I will get you taken care of. I appreciate you hunting me down aggressively. That is good. Excellent. So I will get you taken care of. All right, guys. Love you all. You're fantastic. Amazing people. I am off tomorrow because I have a lot of work to do. Oh, by the way, here you go. Ready? I'm going to drop this soon. I have completed 3/4 of a new Patriot Lifestyle Reset program. Okay? Now here's the gift to you. I am 3/4 of the way done. I am working to have this done hopefully by the end of the weekend, no later than next week. It will then be put into online training form. All right? It is a 30-day, listen to me, 30-day Patriot Lifestyle Food Metabolism Reset training. I am going to take it. I'm going to put it online in an online training platform, and I'm going to offer it to you for free. All right? For free. Okay? My purpose is to help as many people as humanly possible. So the videos are being done. The training is being done. All right? It just has to be, I have to finish off the last few videos, last few training segments, and then it will be uploaded into a training platform called most likely the Patriot Lifestyle Reset. And then it will be offered to everybody for $0 free. All right. I'm going to have higher levels of training as well, but I'm offering, and by the way, what I'm going to give you is basically everything to get yourself better from a food standpoint. Like, if you have the motivation and determination to do it, it'll get you where you need to go. I will also have higher levels as you want to rise in different levels of health. But the basic level will restore your health and your metabolism, okay? So that, hopefully, I'm going to finish the videos hopefully this weekend. I'm going to push myself to get them done because I'm going to get them handled. And then my goal is to have them in the training platform by this week so that I can get them out to everybody, okay? Awesome. Does everyone like that? I hope that helps. I'm trying to find ways to provide value to you guys as much as possible, okay? Awesome. I'm going to leave on that note. Get ready. I'll be back Sunday night. I'm going to take tomorrow off and relax, work, and rest, okay? Guys, be well. Take good care of yourselves. Love you all. Go and serve and help someone tomorrow and next week. Be well. Be healthy. Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network. Have a wonderful night. Bye.